more serious consequences were it not for their swift action. And those who were on Frontier Flight 4345, I want to acknowledge what a difficult and scary experience you had. We know that some of you experienced injuries, and we are all very grateful that you are safe. So here's what we know. Shortly after 11 p.m., Frontier Flight 4345 reported striking a person during takeoff at Denver International Airport. Emergency crews responded to the scene. One person was struck by the plane and ultimately died. The person climbed over an approximately 8-foot perimeter fence topped with barbed wire. The person came over the fence at 11:13 p.m. And was hit by the aircraft just 2 minutes later at 11:15 p.m. while crossing runway 17 left. 231 souls were on board the flight, and 12 people reported minor injuries, and 5 of those were transported to local hospitals. We have heard that 4 of those 5 have since been released. We're not aware of the condition that they are in. Runway 17 left was closed for several hours, but reopened at 10:55 a.m. the next day, Saturday morning, May 9th. The passengers on the plane were bused back to Concourse A as quickly as we were able, while still trying to preserve what was a 4,000-foot debris field created by the incident. We knew that this was going to be considered a crime scene, which is why we went through great pains to make sure that we had people in certain areas and bus them back to the terminal. There are many agencies assisting with the investigation of this incident. The incident is being investigated by the National Transportation Safety Board, Denver Police, the Transportation Security Administration, also the FAA are assisting with the investigation. And the City and County of Denver Medical Examiner has been overseeing the investigation into identifying the victim as well as the cause and manner of death. We have more information to share with you related to the victim, the investigation, and security protocols. We will go through that information, and I know you have a number of questions. We will answer those at the end. Right now, I want to introduce Dr. Sterling McLaren, MD, Denver's Chief Medical Examiner, as a positive identification has been made on the victim. Doctor.
Thank you so much, Phil. Hi, my name is Sterling McLaren. I am the Chief Medical Examiner for the City and County of Denver. Investigators from the Denver office of the Medical Examiner received a phone call on Friday night to complete a scene investigation here at the airport. The role of the Medical Examiner is to provide positive identification and cause and manner of death. We have positively and scientifically identified the decedent as 41-year-old male Michael Mott. Following an on-scene investigation, a postmortem examination, we have determined that the cause and manner of death. The cause of death is multiple blunt and sharp force injuries. The manner of death is suicide. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the news of this nature can be very painful for the decedent's family, for witnesses, and for any members of our community. If you or someone you know is struggling, there's free and confidential support available by calling or texting 988, which is Colorado's mental health helpline. I want to thank my team at the Denver office of the Medical Examiner for their work in helping bring closure to this tragic case. I also want to thank our partners here at the airport, the Denver Police Department, and the NTSB for their collaboration in this investigation. Thank you. I'll turn it back to Phil.
Thank you, Doctor. We have been in very close contact with the Denver Manager of Public Safety and the Denver Police Chief, Mr. Ron Thomas, who is here today. He will now give you an overview of the investigation itself. Chief.
Good morning, and thank you, Phil. As introduced, I'm Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas. What I understand at this time is Denver Police Department officers responded to assist DEN airport operations at approximately 1:20 in regard to this incident. Upon arrival, we assisted DEN Ops, Denver Fire, and paramedics by securing and then evaluating the scene. Once the scene was secured, Denver Police homicide and crash investigators responded to assist with the investigation due to their experience with death investigations and documenting large scenes. As a standard practice, we reviewed available surveillance footage and obtained statements from witnesses along with gathering evidence from the scene. We then began partnering with the medical examiner to determine to complete the death investigation. As we speak, investigators are out continuing to contact family and others who knew him to see if there are additional information that we can learn about his motivations. So a bit of a call to action, anyone who may have known him or may have been in contact with him just prior to this incident, please reach out to the Denver Police Department. Going forward, the Denver Police Department's Airport Police Division will be continuing to work with DEN operations to review and evaluate this incident, to include any perimeter security concerns. In closing, I too want to acknowledge that this was an incredibly difficult and traumatic situation for a lot of people, and my heart goes out to all of them as they process what they experienced. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Thomas. I'm going to talk a little bit about safety at DEN. Let me say very plainly, safety is paramount in everything that we do. It is paramount in the aviation industry in general, and it is definitely paramount here at DEN. After significant events or incidents such as this, or even incidents that do not rise to this, we conduct after-action reviews to identify areas for improvement, and we will do that here as well. As such, we will perform an incident analysis and an after-action review in the coming days. We have already started that, and they will include reviewing the ongoing investigation, including our perimeter security program. Safety is something that we take very, very seriously. In fact, we have received perfect scores on multiple FAA safety inspections, which includes validation of airfield safety and perimeter integrity. DEN's perimeter fencing meets TSA regulatory guidance. After the incident, we examined the fence as we do on a regular basis and found it to be intact in that area of the incident and surrounding areas. Our overall security approach is a layered one. DEN has multiple layers of security. We use technology. We conduct continuous perimeter fence inspections. We have security patrols. We have multiple tools deployed at our disposal to lower the likelihood or to prevent a security breach. Even so, it doesn't necessarily mean we can eliminate them all. Specifically in terms of the perimeter fence, we have 36 miles of fence line within our 53 square miles of airport property. Here, Denver International Airport is the second largest airport by landmass, second only to the airport in Saudi Arabia. Security officers and Denver police patrol the airfield regularly. We have closed circuit television monitoring on our runways. We have a ground-based radar system that monitors our fence line and identifies and captures video and thermal imaging. Last Friday night, the ground detection sensors set off an alarm at this location at 11:10. DEN's operator on duty reviewed the alarm and identified a herd of deer just outside of the perimeter fence, very near to where the incident occurred. They did not initially see the trespasser. The camera view was alternating between the wildlife and the individual. There are some ditches in the area, so the person was out of view for a bit as well. And then just minutes later, we were alerted by the FAA of the person being hit. And so again, about 120 seconds or so, or 2 minutes, all of this occurred. A motion detector with deer outside of the perimeter fence and the trespasser. It took approximately 15 seconds for this person to jump over the 8-foot fence topped with barbed wire. The time between climbing over the fence and being struck by the plane, again, was approximately 2 minutes. The location of the incident is about 2 miles away from the terminal. Given the short time period, we were not able to intervene and prevent this person from reaching the runway. Since this incident, we have been asked, why don't you electrify the fence? Or why isn't the fence taller? Or why don't use razor wire instead of barbed wire? Safety and security, again, is always our top priority. We don't want our fence to be deadly. And even if the fence was taller, we believe a motivated individual could find a way to penetrate it. That is why we have many layers of security, which I previously mentioned. As I mentioned earlier, we will conduct, as we always do, an after-action review to better understand how this happened, what we can do to improve. We are always looking for ways to make improvements and ensure the safety and security of our facilities, passengers, and employees. Finally, some of you have requested additional video showing the trespasser jumping the fence. We're working to get that to you. For those of you who have already requested it through the open records request, we'll send that to you. For those who have not, please submit that request and we'll add you to the list. Let me conclude by again thanking all of our emergency responders, the Frontier flight and ground crews, our airline partners for their professionalism and support. And let me also thank the United States Department of Transportation, and specifically the Secretary of Transportation, who gave a safety message soon after this incident, that trespassers never should trespass on an airport. It's dangerous. I also want to thank our den operations, our maintenance folks, our communications teams for their swift and coordinated response during this difficult situation. As we prepare to open up for questions, I do want to introduce our Chief Operating Officer who will be here, Dave Laporte, to help with questions as well. And now we will open up the floor to any questions that you might have. Yes, ma'am.
Could you provide a spelling of the victim's name as well as any information on their father?
Last name M-O-T-T, I believe, first name? Michael.
And then any information where they're from?
Not right now.
Is it Michael a generic spelling of Michael?
Given that
Yes,
this
sir.
person could have had weapons, a bomb, who knows what, do you anticipate changes to the way you handle perimeter security as a result of this?
We will look to see what improvements we can make. We always do that. We will do that in this case as well. The layered approach has worked for us in the past. We will take a look at that. Layered approach meaning that our security patrols, DPD engage with folks, but we will take a look at that.
Can you tell us if you've had prior excursions over the fence like that?
We have,
Maybe and when?
yes, we have had fence jumpers before. We will get that number to you on what that is. All of them, I should say, in the past were apprehended very, very quickly, but we'll get that to you.
How do you guys know it's a suicide?
So to determine the manner of death, we investigate a death from all angles and use scene investigation, medical records, postmortem examination to come to that determination. I have not heard if there is a note found. We didn't, our office is just responsible for investigating the scene, and we don't have a note at the scene.
This was a horrific scene, obviously. Are you able to disclose how you were able to determine the identity of this individual?
Yes, with partnership with the Denver Police Department, fingerprints were confirmed.
Any word on how he got there? Did he drive or take a bus? How did he?
That I don't know.
I could just provide some further context on a couple of the questions. So first, in relation to the manner of death. So we currently are looking for any notes, computers, anything like that, trying to identify places where he most recently was to see if we can identify those clues. And then relative to the area where he breached the fence line, that was on the eastern fence line. We know that there's farmland there. We have since searched that area extensively. We've not found a motor vehicle or a bicycle or anything like that.
Are you familiar with him? Have you guys Denver police?
He has had some law enforcement contact in the metro area, yes.
Can you say anything about whether you're looking at mental health issues?
Certainly looking at that, I think we want to talk with family to get a better understanding of that, and certainly, again, looking for individuals that knew him or had contact with him just prior to this incident.
Chief, there was a question online, if was the person an airport employee?
No, they were not.
This is a question, you had just stated that even a motivated individual could find a way to penetrate the fence. I know you are going to be undertaking some sort of review going forward, but the fact that a motivated individual could penetrate the fence, going forward, what do you say to pilots and other crew who may be more nervous about flying out of and into DIA?
Well, what I would say is that we have always looked to improve our security posture. We'll continue to do that. We had last year 82.4 million people come through this airport. And what I would say is that we stress safety. That is our number one priority. This incident was unfortunate. We are doing an investigation, but we will do our best to make sure that the improvements that we need to make are made very, very quickly.
Are there any discussions ongoing with some of the property owners adjacent to that land about potentially installing more security or surveillance?
We are willing and are ready to talk to any property owners in the area. We will continue to do that in conjunction with the efforts of Denver Police Department. So yes, we will do that.
Can you address the question, I'm not a pilot, but my understanding is that you reach a point in a takeoff rule where you have to lift off no matter what's going on. And it sounds like this plane was very close to that point. Can you talk about how close they were and what that might have looked like with damaged engine?
I'm not a pilot either, but what I will say, as I said earlier in my statement, that the actions of the Frontier pilot and crew were exceptional. And this could have been far worse. And so we are indebted to their professionalism, and we have communicated that to Frontier Airlines, and we will continue to do that. But this really shows the professionalism of pilots everywhere, really, that have to experience this.
And can you address whether, we've all seen the video of the person walking on airport property. Are those, is that video monitored in real time? Or is it checked periodically? What's the protocol there now?
It's monitored in real time. An alarm will go off, as I said earlier. An alarm did go off. It was complicated by, in terms of motion detection, by deer in the area too that were outside of the fence line. And the time that was elapsed between the breach and the accident itself was literally so quick, about 120 seconds or less, but the alarm did go off and it was monitored.
Do you have the technology and the cameras to determine if this guy was dropped off or if he walked that whole way? I know it's a
Yeah.
investigation still, but do you have the technology to determine that?
Not that I know of. And looking at the video, and as Chief mentioned, there's no indication of a vehicle anywhere nearby, a bike, a car, anything. There is farmland to the east of the airport, and so I don't want to speculate on how this individual got there, but we will dig into that as well.
What's
sir.
the response time normally for that part of the airport to get to that fence and stop someone who is trying to get onto the runway?
I hesitate to talk about the response time. That area was 2 miles away from the terminal, but that is sort of security, protocols, and I hesitate to talk about response time to an area.
I want to make sure I understand the timeline. So this motion detector was at 11:10
Yes,
approximately. Is that
Yes.
inside or outside the fence where that detector is?
I believe it's on the fence, right there on the fence.
Okay?
Mhm.
I think you said previously, if I wrote down correctly, 11:13 is when he went over the fence?
Yes, 11:13, and then 11:15 we had impact.
So the motion detector was getting him before he came over the fence?
The motion detector was, yes, before or when he hit the fence or jumped over the fence.
Okay. I'm just trying to account for that 3 minutes between the motion detector and the time you said he went over the fence before. You know
Is
what
there
he was
anything
doing?
left on the fence from him in clothing?
I don't believe there was anything found from him on the fence. No, there's nothing found there.
Phil, we have a couple of online questions. Did the ground alarm detect Mott or the deer or both?
The ground radar system detected, I believe, both. And that motion detector it initially detected the deer and then the person, I think, a little bit afterwards. But we'll set that timeline for you and send that out as well.
Thank you. And Doctor, I have a couple of questions for you. I'm just going to read this as is. Not to be graphic, but the cause of death, can you tell us if the injuries were sustained by the airplane's engine? And is this cause of death the cause of the fire inside the plane?
Good question. The cause of death was created by the engine of the plane, and then there was a fire following that impact.
So you confirm that Mr. Mott was taken in by the engine?
Yes.
Dr. McClure, just to clarify on the finding of suicide as the manner of death, I guess, is there anything you can tell us about the evidence that makes you think it's that versus somebody that maybe was intoxicated or experienced a mental health issue that may not have intended to end their own life in this way, but wandered on to the place where it happened?
That's another good question. For manner of death, we're often asked what somebody may or may not have intended. And as a scientific investigation, we can't really know really what someone's intent was. So the best way to determine manner is to evaluate the totality of the investigation, scene findings, circumstances, and history. And based on all of those findings together, we determined the manner of death to be suicide.
Okay, and can you say if you have any toxicology results in terms of the intoxication of drugs or anything like that?
We have collected samples and will send them for toxicology testing. Those results will be available in the autopsy report.
So if I can ask about the passengers. There were complaints that passengers took their luggage, and what was that about? And also, they also said that they were stuck on the plane longer than they wished.
Kind of tough for us to answer about what went on within the aircraft, but I will say that there's all kinds of warnings that if an emergency occurs, do not reach for your luggage. And so that is very true on any flight that you take. And so we are working with Frontier Airlines to determine what we can do as an airport to facilitate sort of a better evacuation. But I think it would behoove us to adhere to, those the guidance of flight attendants and all of that as we get on aircraft. Incident happened, don't worry about your luggage, your carry-on, and all that. Do it in an orderly fashion and evacuate the aircraft.
Were they stuck on the plane a long time?
I don't have the exact time that they were stuck on the plane, but I do not think it was that long. But we can get that for you. We'll discuss it with Frontier.
Can you tell us how people were injured? It sounded like most of it was during the evacuation.
Yes, we understand that most of the injuries, 12 injuries, I believe, or 12 people that were transported to the hospital was a result of the evacuation.
So going down the slide and hitting each other or
Correct.
hitting luggage?
Yeah, correct. It was the slide, different things like that. But again, 5 people were taken to the hospital. 4 have been released. I'm not sure about the remaining person that is still hospitalized.
Are you guys planning on speaking with Denver City Council and Transportation Committee, and then moving forward, what potentially could collaboration look like moving forward too?
We briefed the Denver City Council frequently, almost every month, sometimes twice a month. And so we have communicated with them about this incident. We did that probably the very same night or early Saturday morning, along with the mayor's office as well. So we communicate frequently with the Denver City Council. We will, I'm sure, be discussing this at a future meeting, and we are happy to do that. Yes, ma'am.
So when you guys were discussing the camera angles, you said that at times that the trespasser could not be seen because of the ditches.
Mhm.
So is that the blind spot for the cameras that you guys are looking to improve, or is there any improvements that you guys can do with that?
It is something that we're looking to improve. There was in an area, there's a gulch between the fence line and the runway, so we're looking to make sure that we have line of sight in all of those areas as well.
The distance from the fence to that part of the tarmac is
Yeah,
how far?
about 650 feet.
Can you say who is responsible for the fence line? Is it TSA? Is it DPD? Is it other agencies? Is it all of them?
It's a combination of all of us. We have guidance, security guidance in terms of the dimensions of the fence and all of that from TSA. As I said earlier, we are within the guidance for the security guidance or protocols for TSA on that. But it's a partnership. It's a partnership between all agencies involved, DPD, our security patrols, the airport, TSA guidance. So it's a partnership. And that's not unlike other airports around the country.
So who are the folks that are actually monitoring the ground sensors, the infrared cameras, and that sort of thing?
Those are folks in our operations center that located at the terminal.
So those are airport employees?
Yes.
Does anyone know how high the engine, the low part of the engine in the ground, how high is that engine?
Oh, I am not sure, but we can get that for you. What is the ballpark?
I don't know the exact measurement, but it's about 3 feet.
Yeah. 3 to 4 feet, it's low.
Dr. McLaren, they asked, do we have the middle name of the victim?
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
We have a date of birth.
As was mentioned before, he's 41 years old. His birthday is 11/29 of 1984.
All right, any other Any other questions before we conclude?
When can we expect details on prior fence jumpers?
We'll get that to you this week. We'll work on that. And one of our determinations will be on a lot of this is whether we're authorized to release it as well. So that will be a consideration as we go forward. Yes, sir.
What is the punishment for someone who jumps the fence at the airport?
I'm not sure we have progressive discipline for a trespasser, but obviously they're arrested by Denver Police Department and others. So there is a judicial process with regard to trespassing. It is a serious offense to trespass on an airport, let alone an active runway. And so there is, it's a criminal offense, and I would think that the penalty varies based on record and that sort of thing.
Are people always charged that do that? Are they always charged with trespassing?
I would ask Chief Thomas.
I would assume so. I don't have that exact answer just because I think that's actually a federal crime to enter onto airport property, and so they would be the ones that would be making those charging decisions.
Okay, so your officers wouldn't issue a ticket to somebody?
They would more than likely take them into custody and then work with our federal partners to determine the appropriate charges.
Is that FBI, is that TSA, would that be?
Both.
Okay, well, can I close out?
Yeah.
Final remarks?
So again, I just want to thank all of you for your patience. We know that you're on a timeline. We would ask you to just keep in mind that our efforts to get accurate information is paramount in an incident like this, and we knew it took a little bit of time, but it's better to get it right than to rush. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll be in touch with follow-on information.